How y'all doing? Let me make sure that damn thing's recording. Yes, it is. How y'all doing? It is Tuesday, people. I am so sorry I missed Monday. I can't make any other excuses out of the fact that I'm a dumbass and probably did something wrong, and I messed my back up. I haven't been able to sleep in the last couple of nights. I do have a doctor's appointment on November 1st. That's assuming I can get there. I woke up this morning, and y'all know I've been concerned about my river. They rose it up to 25 feet. I'm fine. Well, this morning I wake up, they're going to raise it to 28 feet. That's water over my road, not under my house yet, but I don't trust them. I've said, I'm sorry, this is a man-made piece of shit here that I got dealing with here. Because they've known, just like everybody up and down this river knows, they can go on the computer and look up the river graphs on this river all the way up to West Texas. And we can see the amount of water, which is in major flooding, coming down that river into this lake up here. And they were so concerned about trying to save water that they let that lake get 100% full and then say, okay, now we got to start dumping water. But now we got to open 4 or 5 gates. And what is it, 28 feet at my house, downriver from me, there's going to be people down there with 5 feet of water over their road. And it's because some idiot up at our dam does not know how to calculate water, cubic feet of water coming down the river and how many cubic acre feet of water. Anyway, they piss me off. And I don't trust them. I don't trust them to go past 28 feet. And after that, I start having problems. So we are very busy around here trying to get prepared for this shit. And hoping all the time it don't come. But I screwed my back up. It got hurt real bad. And I had a hard time even getting down here today. But it'll get better. I've done this before. It'll heal itself eventually. The only other option is they want to cut my ass open. And I don't want to do that again. So put up with whatever you got to. Well, I'll get rid of all that shit. I got some mail. I was out of it yesterday, people. I couldn't have watched a damn thing. I was half in and half out of the whole day. I haven't gotten a thing written down. I haven't watched much news this morning. But I do know what's in my heart. I know what's on my mind. This whole shooting thing that we had on Saturday. This disgusting person that came out hating Jews, very anti-Semitic fella posting all sorts of shit on some website they talk about. But again, just like that bomber, in my opinion, we know where he got his motivation. They say he didn't like Trump because Trump was surrounded by too many Jews, you know. Like that makes a rat's ass. But it does to this fella. But he got all uppity about this caravan coming up. You know, the invaders. That's what Donnie calls them. The invaders are coming up. They're full of MS-13, Middle Eastern. We hear the whole shitload of crap that spills out of that man's mouth. Who instigates this kind of stuff. And motivates people who have that deep hatred against others to act upon that hate. No, this is not a leftist mob that you see out here. These are right-wing nut job racist assholes that have come out of the woodwork, and that's where they all come from. Donnie has promoted them out like Pied Piper calling rats. They come out of the sewers, they come out of the wood, they come out of everywhere. White supremacist shit, the neo-Nazi crap that has built up since this man came in. So we have another shooting. Not that guns have anything. What did Donnie say? They should have had an armed guard there. You know, things would have been different if they would have just had a guy there with an arm, with a weapon. The same bullshit that he came out after the school shooting down in Florida. You know, if they would have had just more armed guards around here, give the guns to teachers, all that bullshit. Because, oh my God, it's not about the guns, because nothing scares the Republicans more than the gun issue. My God, we can't talk about it. We can't do shit. Because we have a bunch of chicken shit lawmakers up there who are in debt up there to their ass to the people like the NRA and gun lobbyists and gun manufacturers. No, we're not going to get any gun legislation passed until we take control, baby. It's coming up in 1 week. In 1 week, this will all be decided. We're going to find out who's going to control the House, who's got the Senate. And baby, I know it's going to be blue. I am counting on it to be blue, baby. I got a few pieces of mail. Sorry. Jill Thomas, a blue dot in New Jersey, and she sent me a little bumper sticker there that says, "Vote blue, baby." And I got several bumper stickers. My son and I was trying to figure out what we're going to do with them. We're going to put them on a collage or something. But, darling, she says, oh, my God. I'm telling you, people, I'm out of it. Jill Thomas, it just now rang a bell in my head. Well, this is going to look bad, Jill. Sent me a Philly-owned t-shirt. I hope you like it. I got it. I forgot to put it on. I forgot to put the shirt on. I'll wear it on Friday's show, so get the beer and the bud ready. We'll do that on Friday. She sent me a beautiful shirt. It's Philadelphia Eagles, and it's got a German Shepherd. I love the shirt. Jill, thank you very much. And she said it's so nice to see an older white man from Texas do what you do, baby. We all need to do what I do, and what I do is stand up for the values that I've been taught this country stands for. And that's the fight that we're continuing on November 6th, baby. It's not about the stock market. It's not how much money you're making. It's what our country means. Hey, Mary Ann McLaughlin, darling, we got your letter. And Mama immediately opened it up and said, "It's typed." And that was a surprise. She said that she had lost some of the mail. Mary Ann will write us a letter, and it will cover several weeks. By the way, thank you. Congratulations, you got your car fixed. I was glad to hear that. Old Crow might be a good idea. I'm working on that big house bourbon up there right now, but we were happy to get your letter, Mary Ann. Mama is always tickled to death to get a letter from Mary Ann McLaughlin, because we get a little slice of her life up there, and it is so it's just a pleasant little sit-down chat when Mama reads that letter. And this morning we had company, so they got to hear it too. Anyway, I got another letter from, I'm going to mess this up, Jimmy. I'm going to tell you right up front, buddy. I'm sorry. All I had to do was plaster my name out there, and I'd get called all sorts of things. Jimmy Gaffat from Brooklyn, New York. And Jimmy sent me a really nice letter, and he touches on a lot of what's going on in our country, and he wants our country to return to a country of love, of brotherly love, of unity, of justice for all of us. That's what Jimmy's asking for. I want to deliver on that. I want you to deliver on that. Because Jimmy is as important as any one of us in this country. And baby, you stand for one, you stand for all. That's what they got a commercial walking around with some guy. If you love one American, you love them all. That's all Americans. And I don't give a shit what God you worship, what color you are, what gender you are, who you are in love with. I don't care, and it should not matter to anybody in this country. Whew. That hurts a little bit. And then I got a letter, a card actually, and I'm going to switch cameras there. I want you to see this. From my friend Madeline Bell. And Madeline, that's a watercolor of Madeline. Madeline lives in Spain. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pronounce this. España, Spain. What tickled Mama and I, this is not the first time Madeline has wrote to us. We're tickled to death. She was a big star back in the 70s, baby, and late 60s, and in my heart, baby, she still is. Go look up MadelineBell.com, I think. I think she even has a website. And take a listen to a woman with an angelic voice, man. I'm telling you, baby, she's got one. Yes, MadelineBell.com. You could go pull up some of her music. What tickled Mom and I, Madeline, was Madeline put a $20 bill in here. Now, we know that American currency is not the currency in Spain, so she had to go to a little extra effort to get that $20 bill and put it in there. And we want to thank you for that. And it just, baby, you hit us in the heart. All of y'all do with the letters that we get. and the inspiration that we draw from that, and believe me, we do. We got into a conversation about Mousy Clark and Fritz the Cat this morning. Mousy is the one that sent us the print that says, "To the liberty!" I mean, to the polls, ye guardians of liberty! It's right here in front of me. I keep it right now because I love this. I love that print. And it reminds me of the dedication that our forefathers, our grandfathers, our fathers, and everybody else that went in front of us fought for and have strived for the liberty of this country, for the liberty of every one of us, those that are here now and those that will become citizens in the future. Those people are as welcome in this country as any one of our great-grandfathers or grandfathers were. They were welcomed into this country. They assimilate. They learn the language. They do all of that. They vote eventually when they become citizens. Because I've talked to so many. They're hard-working people. They're not lazy butts like Donnie likes to insinuate, which look where he's going today. I'm all over the map today, people. I'm sorry. He's on his way to Pittsburgh today because of the shooting. The rabbi of the synagogue where the shooting happened said that president would be welcome there anytime, which is the only thing the man could have said, I believe. And being a man of God, that's the only thing that should come out of his mouth. There's a whole lot of other people up there that think otherwise, so there ain't nobody going with him. Mitch McConnell ain't going. Paul Ryan declined. The whole damn cabinet reclined. The only one going is his daughter and his son-in-law to go pay their respects. But that's not what they're doing. They're going for a photo op. And he should not be going today in the middle of funerals to drag his ass up in there with all the security it's going to take around his butt so he can go take his picture. And the only reason he is doing that is because his schedule is full between now and election day. He's got rallies, some of them 2 times a day. He's got Stroke Fest, baby. He's not a... He's not about to miss a single one of his Stroke Fest. He's got minions out there that he has to get motivated. He has to come out. Even after this, he is still out there calling the press the enemy of the people. You know who the enemy of the people is? He's sitting in our house. He's going to a rally tomorrow to go spew more hate. That man hasn't got a unifying bone in his body. There is nothing about that man that wants to reach out to the other half of this country. He only is motivated by one thing, and that is his little minions, his base, that refuse to let go of a con man liar. They'd rather see this country burn down than to see that man come out of office. And that's enough to scare the hell out of all of us. I got in a discussion the other day on the Tim Cornwall show on Sunday. And it was voiced again the concern about get this chair right, people, about a civil war, about an uprising, a violent uprising. Anything that happens in this country will be treated exactly like what it will be, a terrorist act, and law enforcement will be motivated to go in and take care of it. And if that's not enough, they'd call out the damn National Guard to go shoot up any damn little group of, I don't know what, militia or whatever you want to call them, that thinks they can pop up somewhere in this country. This isn't the North and South, baby. There's not a dividing line. The dividing lines are in our families. They're in our communities. That's what Donnie's brought us. There's a dividing line all across this country, and it touches every one of us. And don't look for him to try to heal it. If he says anything at all, it's written down on a piece of paper by somebody else, and he does it with about as much heart as somebody would order a bologna sandwich. There is no empathy in that man. There is no sympathy for the victims of this. Are you shitting me? He was tweeting about the ball game on the day of the shoot. He's tweeting about the World Series. He doesn't give a shit what's going on in this country. He doesn't give a shit about the divide. He doesn't care about the tragedies that happen. He just wants to sit up there and proclaim it's not his fault. It's the evil media, the enemy. Shit me. Pure hate is what that man preaches, and I said it before. It is right out of Mein Kampf. Divide, baby. Get your base riled up to hate anybody that's not just like them. And like I always say, I'd laugh my ass off if all these white supremacist groups would demand a DNA test. You know, they get them on the TV, like they said. And take a DNA test before you join your little hate groups, because I guarantee you, baby, you're not as white as you think you are. And that's the problem that some of these people have. It is that their belief that they are not part of anything except some lily white cracker that thinks he's God or some shit. Just like Billy Kelly. Oh, well, you know, Jesus is white, Santa Claus is white. Those kind of people implant that kind of shit all through Fox News over there. No, they don't want your ass. They'll take you in if you're a log cabin Republican. Come here, buddy. You vote for us, and then screw you. It's the same thing with everything they do over there. They have done nothing but lie, cheat, steal. He called Andrew Gillum a stone-cold thief. That man who projects exactly what he is, because that's what he is. He's a thief. He's a con man. That's who Donald Trump is. He's a lying sack of shit con man. And if you vote for him or his representative party, then you're a victim of a con job. I have this great desire in me to take my rants down a notch, to not be so boisterous about what I think of him, but I try and I can't. I see him as the evilest thing this country has ever seen in that one man. And he refuses to change because of his lust for money. And make no mistake about it, baby, that's all it is a lust for money and power and recognition, everything a narcissistic idiot would want. That's Donnie rolled up in one little ball of dung. One of them beetle dungs pushing that stuff wouldn't even want him. So we cannot rely on him. We cannot rely on the Republican Party standing up for the values of this country. That's going to take you. It's going to take you, and it's going to take me and everybody I know. As many people as we can get to stand up for the American values that this country has espoused for so many centuries. We write the book, our vote, our voices are the ink in that pen that's going to write this story. And we have no other option, baby, than to change the course of this ship, because he's got us going over the falls, baby. He's got Niagara Falls is right ahead of us. And he doesn't care because he's got some kind of golden parachute shit that he thinks he can pull out of his ass and probably move to some other country somewhere where people will leave his ass alone. If I ever see him, boy, howdy. No, I won't get violent, baby, but he'll hear a mouthful, baby. And it won't be nice. I'll call him exactly what I call him right here. A disgusting turd of a man who has no morals and has no values. He's a con man. But I need to try to center myself a little bit, maybe. Because when I started this, I tried to plead to Republicans, people I knew personally who voted for that man, to try to tell them that they're losing their way and that the values that they told me they espoused all their lives aren't the ones that you're voting, and that they need to turn away from that. The same way I speak about the religious factor in this. What's that, sir? 4,200 religions in this world. Which one would you kill for? None, baby. None. Not a one. It's not worth it. There's not a God out there telling anybody to kill anybody. That's preachers out there. And believe you me, Mama gave me a little montage of, I don't know, about 3 or 4 religious leaders. Oh, who was that guy with the buckets of food? Went to jail already. Oh, that guy. Talking about the apocalypse has already started, and this is the God put the Trump in there to bring about the great second. Are you shitting me? These people act like they want that shit. Blood up to the bridle, that'd be okay. No, it's not okay. And there's people in this world with a brain that will stop that shit. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. Gotta vote, people. That's the main thing. Get out and vote. Let that light shine, baby. Turn it on blue and let them all see it. And vote for this country. Vote for the values to save this democracy that we have. So our children and our children's children and so forth, until that sun burns out, until we ruin this planet, that we all work together in one direction and have harmony and peace as Jimmy asked for. And I'm afraid we won't have that until we take control of our political future in this country. Because the political atmosphere that this man has created is toxic. It's acidic. It burns your nostrils. Burns your ears when you hear him on TV, and we're going to hear him again. He'll read some little thing at Pittsburgh today, come out and talk about unity and how he denounces all racism against all people. No, he's not going to come out and say white. He's a nationalist, baby. That's what he is. He's a white nationalist. And he loves to blow the dog whistles, baby. Gillum, he's a stone cold thief. Are you shitting me, you little racist asshole? Has Andrew Gillum ever been arrested? No. Is there any insinuation or any investigation into anything he's ever done? No! That's just a white nationalist racist taking a pot shot at a black guy. That's all it is. I hope Andrew Gillum runs all over that true racist down there, DeSantos. I hope Stacey Abrams rolls over everybody in Georgia. I hope Beto O'Rourke and Eric O'Gein here in my state run over these people with the vote. Send a message, baby. Send a message. The voting out here is still high. It's still setting records all the way. We have a few more days of early voting, and then it's going to be down to November 6th, baby. And so I'll probably do a live show on November 6th while we watch the returns come in, because I want to be laughing my ass off in case Tony's out there watching, and so I could shove it up his ass. Anyway, that's about all I can stand on this chair, people. I gotta go. I love every one of you. I want to thank you for the mail that we get, the support we get. And as far as my river goes, we'll be fine. This will be the 3rd flood I'll go through here. We have it down to a science now as soon as we get the dote and donkey taken care of. And everything else will just be a hassle. So the river will be fine and we'll be fine. The most important thing I can leave you with, baby, is get everybody you know to vote. And do it with love in your heart. Do it with anger in your heart. I don't care what you have in your heart. Take it to the polls. Don't take it anywhere else. If it's love, give it to your neighbor, baby. Smile at that Republican when he's yelling at you. And tell him you're voting blue, baby, to save this country. Y'all have a good day. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, yeah. Like, share, subscribe. John Bertavaux, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bertavaux on Facebook. John Bertavaux Speaks, our Blue Dot family over there, is growing leaps and bounds. They're already up to 8,003. They just went over 8,000. They're growing every day. I'm proud of that. This family that we have built continues to grow. Our YouTube channel is growing. The followers on Facebook is growing. If I had room, I've had 1,000 requests for friends lately, and I'm maxed out, and they won't let me, but I bless your hearts for sending them to me. On Twitter at Blue Dot in Texas. It hurts, baby. And anywhere else I can go out my truck window. And we'll see y'all on Friday, baby. So get that beer, get the bud ready, because y'all going to have to blow hard, because I might need some, baby. Y'all take it easy. Bye.